All right, today we're going to be talking about, again, combining like terms and multiplying, but we will be looking at binomials again. So today this problem that we are starting with for number one looks similar to one we did last Tuesday or Wednesday, I believe it was. And we just have two different sets of distribution that we will have to multiply through and then combine terms at the end. So the first thing that we need to do, again, if you haven't memorized that this is always multiplication, I put my multiplication symbols in. So the first thing we're going to do is distribute or multiply this x in. So x times x will give us x squared, and then x times 3 will give us 3x. Then we are going to distribute the positive 2 into the second set of parentheses. So positive 2 times x will give us plus 2x, and then 2 times 3 will give us 6. Now we are done with both sets. We can't combine that 2 any earlier. We have to get rid of our parentheses first if you think back about order of operations. So now we can look at our answer. We don't have any other x squareds, so x squared will be in my final answer. However, if we look at the middle two terms, we have 3x and 2x. Those are just x's, so they can be combined into 5x. And then lastly, we have our 6, so plus 6. So x squared plus 5x plus 6 will be our final answer there. All right, if we look at number 2, it's a little bit different. We have a binomial, meaning two terms again, times a binomial. So again, if you remember back, this was crammed in a lesson that was totally full of new material, so I wanted to teach a lesson just on this alone. If we have a binomial, two terms times two terms, we can change this to two different sets of distribution. So we can put a line here, and then we can have x times the second one, and then we can have 2 times the second set of parentheses. So if I rewrite it, I'll have x times x plus 3, and then I'll have positive 2 plus 2 times x plus 3. So those two things are equal, and if we look up to number 1, after rearranging the problem a little, they are the same thing. So we don't even have to solve this one. We can just pull our answer from number 1 down below this one, because we know that they are equal. So x squared plus 5x plus 6 should be our answer to this one, because this is the same as our initial problem for number 1. All right, another one like that. We are multiplying two binomials. So again, I'm going to break it into two different sets of distribution. So I'm going to pull out the 2x, and that needs to be multiplied by the second set, which is 3x plus 7. And then I have plus 4 times 3x plus 7. Now it's much easier to solve. That's why I broke it up, and now I won't forget anything. So now I can do the two different sets of distribution and then solve it from there and combine like terms. So if I look at the first one, I have 2x times 3x. 2 times 3 is 6. X times x is x squared, so 6x squared. Then I have 2x times 7. 2 times 7 is 14, and then the x is just attached. Plus, now I need to distribute my 4 over here. 4 times 3x is 12x, and 4 times 7 is 28. So now I have to look at that after getting rid of all my parentheses, and are there any like terms I can combine? The 6x squared will not combine with anything, so I'll put that in my answer. But again, my middle two terms, just like up here, have x's, so I can combine them. So 14 plus 12 will give me 26x. And then finally, plus my 28, that couldn't be combined with anything. So that will be my final answer. Number 4 will be very similar. We have 6x minus 9 times the quantity 4x plus 2. And again, I am going to break up that first set of parentheses, or the first part, to set up two different distributions. So again, if I cut this in half, I'll have 6x times the second set here, 4x plus 2. And then minus 9, again, make sure to bring that symbol, times 4x plus 2. So, same thing we've been doing, I'm going to distribute the 6x into it. So 6x times 4x is 24x squared, plus 6x times 2 is 12x. And now I am distributing minus 9 into this, so negative 9 times 4 is negative 36x, and negative 9 times 2 is negative 18. So now I've distributed both of those, the parentheses are gone, and I can combine my like terms. So 24x squared will not be combined with anything, but once again our middle two terms here can be combined. We have 12x minus 36x. And if you think about that, again, this is the negative, so you should get negative 24x. And then the minus 18 does not combine with anything, so you should get 24x squared minus 24x minus 18.